Many of you are probably wondering, where in the world did she get that name from?
Yeah.
So I'm going to share that with you as well. It is quite a story, but I'll give you, as much as possible, the abbreviated version. But it goes back, well, maybe it's not the abbreviated version. Anyway, it goes back to several years ago, about, no, not that many, 12 years maybe. Anyway, it was late 90s. And that was when I had my holistic practice. And I also was publishing and distributing a holistic magazine that was called Pattern Pieces. Well, one of my contributing authors for articles was having this event where she brought a lady who was full-blood Native American and elder medicine woman of the Esau tribe out of West Virginia to this event that she was having for her students, and she asked me to come to interview this woman because she would be a good person to be in the magazine. So it's like, okay, and it was down in Cincinnati, outside of Cincinnati. So I said, okay, let's go down here and do this. Little did I know how my life was going to change at that particular time. Never did interview her or write an article about this amazing woman. But as is Native American tradition, you have totems oftentimes. And so my totem, the totem that was given to me in a very unique way was eagle. And once a totem presents itself to you, then you start to see that thing appear in the most oddest places and unusual places. And so that's what happened. And when we met at the event, it was called a moon lodge ceremony. My role, because I couldn't go into the it was a smudging, the smoke house, and I forget the name of it right now. But anyway, I was part of the team that handled the food and took care of the food and blessed the food for the people. And with this moon lodge ceremony, though, I presented the elder eagle that I had, been experiencing. And so what came through her was cloud eagle. And the caveat was to soar like an eagle, but keep your feet on the ground. And so that is what, and also I learned some talents that I did not know I had in the area of healing, which led into aromatherapy. That's another interesting story because my father, in essence, was a herb man. He made all of our medicines and so forth. But I just used the essential oil aspect of that. But ever since that time, well, it took me a year for that name to just settle within me as Cloud Eagle. But I did not realize what the responsibility was that was going to accompany that name until I fully embodied the name of Cloud Eagle. And so it took a little while for, not so much as my siblings, but family members to, oh, is that what she's calling herself now? But mind you, it was very comfortable for me because of the fact that Native American Indian blood is coursing so much through my veins. The American Indian and the African blood courses through my veins. And my father taught us our heritage and who we were as far as, our lineage is concerned. So, and one of my desires early on was that if I was going to learn some, new kinds of things, I wanted it to be from full bloods. I didn't want the pieces parts, I wanted the real thing. And so interestingly enough, she her name is Grandmother Michi. She was a mentor of mine for many, many years as I learned and became one of her primary teachers for a energy healing modality that I traveled around teaching other people about this, as well as then with the aromatherapy, I learned from another full blood, and that was an Asian Indian. So, you know, both of my primary, the primary things that I do, you know, have been taught to me by full bloods. And of course, then from there, learning the basis and the foundation, I have laid my own ground and made it into what it is supposed to be.